music am I feeling like? What's up, everyone? Ugh. Should I rotate my thing? I should probably rotate my thing. Because this is going to be the correct viewpoint for everyone else. Because it's going to be 180 for me. I'm going to turn that down on my end. What's up? How everyone doing? Okay. YouTube active? Yeah. No, I didn't want you opening YouTube itself.
If he...
No, I don't need you playing a video. Okay, how's everyone doing today? Today, I'm taking my... It's got a little shake to it. Whoop. Yeah, I'm gonna need to move that. I'm gonna need to move that to somewhere else. See, last time I did this, the camera kept turning off and I would like do too much movement. How's everyone doing today? Everyone doing good? I know everything's a complete mess over here. Ooh. I'm trying to get my friend on so we can get this a multi-person stream. So, what I need to do first is literally just go through all these. So these two are part of the Mega Deck pre-release. They were freaking pretty cool. Delta species, some of my favorite. I got more Delta species. I actually picked up the final evolution for this one. To put in a binder. I want to make a Delta species binder. This, I just noticed, is a secret art right here. It's not secret art right here. Secret here I have. Didn't know I had it till I found out. Now that I do have it, I'm like, oh gosh, that's funny. Hold on to gold in my pocket this whole time. Darmanitan, probably one of my favorites. Base set Charmander. Is that Shadowless? No, that's got Shadow. This is all like old stuff. Legendary collection. I got one of the legendary collection. I wonder if he's worth anything. That's a holographic in 2007. He's in pretty good condition. Yeah, I need to take a lot of this out and just freaking. This was organized in a way at one point, and then I took a bunch of it out. And then unorganized it. Like freaking Bagons was over on the previous page. I got Bagon and Sheldon on this page. Feebas. Just all sorts of different stuff. More Charmander. Is that Yukamoria? Does it say? That's not Yukamoria. That's the one that looks like Yukamoria, but isn't. Let's push this up for. Got 3 cool cards right here. These, I'm not sure if he was, but these two are worth a decent amount, so I gotta put these on the left side. Because I got a lot of these cards I looked up to see if they were worth anything. Decent amount, they're more like 5, $10. There's a couple 25. Like that secret rare is like 60 something. And so he's gonna be put aside. One of my favorite. I loved when they did the levels. When they started doing levels, I think it was really cool. I kind of miss them doing that. Delta Species, easily favorite edition, hands down. Delta Species will just always be my favorite. E-card reader. I think I took almost my e-card readers out. I missed that one. This card. Oh, Groudon's one of my favorite. This is in such beat up shape. If it was in good condition, it would be like $100. My first ever chase card. This is a chase card from the original black and white. It was black and white, or it was basic black or white, or black and white, like battle powers. Chase card, like $5. It was $5 a while ago. I think it's gone up because the new black and white series. Like, no joke. Don't remember what it was, but I pulled that. This is a card I pulled, and it was. And I've I've actually bought in my main binder. I bought the other cards. I bought this one, and I bought the other cards to go with it. Because I found out this is like the cheapest chase card, and so I bought Tornadoes, Thunderos, and the Landeros promo that goes with it that matches it. And so I got all three of those. And I like how that one they actually look really similar. I think they're all made by the same artist, but sometimes the trio cards isn't similar because they're not made by the same artist. Um, what other stuff? I got some first edition in here. Need to like sleeve that. I'm gonna grab some penny sleeves to slip all these like cards in. Well, not all of them. Bidoof, reverse hollow. I'm really surprised this because I saw this Pokeball hollow, and I think I looked it up, and it's not worth that much, and I'm kind of sad because that's like a really cool holograph. Did I lose my camera? There we go. So like this one isn't that expensive, but it's like it's really cool. Pikachu, gotta have a couple Pikachus. Are these solo Pikachus? Yeah. Ampharos, Dark Magneton. I have most of my Dark types out. This is a really expensive card. He's getting put in my big binder. That's another really cool card. Freaking, I was gonna finally buy the third of these guys, and it shot up in price the week before I was gonna buy it, and I was pissed because now it's like $100, and I don't want to drop that. Another expensive card. I might trade a couple of these. Maybe not the Delta species one, but I got a couple of ones that are like really expensive. Oh, see this? Uh, really beat up card, really funny card that I got from my cousin. Some of these are my fault that they're in horrible condition. Most of the really bad ones are my cousin. That Groudon earlier I got from him was from my cousin, but a couple of these are just my doing. Another first edition card reader card, like card reader. Is that Yukamoria? That's Yukamoria. That's a really cool one. Delta species, level 1 trainer card. Ooh, reverse holographic. Pretty beat up on the top. Really like it. Reverse, Delta species, holographic. Delta species, really like that one. Holographic, Rocket, E-reader. Ooh, it's reverse hollow turtle. Is that Yukamoria? No, that's the Yukamoria like maker. He makes stuff like Yukamura. Base set. It's just going through memories. Reverse holographic. I love all these. The pre-release ones. They're some of my favorite cards. This is another one that was not worth as much. This is the goofiest promo I think I have. I have like 2 or 3 of those. Yukamura. That one's such a good promo. Legend Maker. Ah, oh, that one's so good. Oh, I saw the secret rare at a card shop for this. That one was really, really cool. It was really expensive. Legend Maker. Side Yukamura, not Yukamura. Dark Gold Duck. Is it holographic? Nah. If it was holographic, that would be a pretty expensive card. First edition. I need to take all the first edition out. That's shadowless. I mean, he definitely needs to be put somewhere to the side. First edition. Psyduck. There's cards I made as a kid. Those might stay in here. So this binder, I'm turning the entire thing into a Pokedex binder. Ooh, I'm not going to show the back because the back has Pokedex cards that I want to use. Okay. Here we go. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay. So, got sleeves. New penny sleeves. So. Ooh, really miscut. Here we go. Taking all these cards out. Ooh. Water damage. So some of these, a lot of my cards got water damage due to, lost the cam. Alright, there we go. A lot of my cards got water damage due to a move. So, because I got water damage due to a move where the freaking moving company had a hole in the truck and it decided it wanted to rain on that day. And so they didn't. They apparently had a hole in the truck, and so some of my cards got water damage. You're gonna base Yukamura. There's some cool cards in here. I don't have to go through a bunch of those. Okay. Probably I probably won't keep sleeves like this that have been beat up pretty bad. I got a box of sleeves that I'm gonna need to put in, like a box of new ones. How the frick do I keep losing my thing? See, this thing keeps like freaking going off if I move too much. Oh. There we go. I've been like leaning over this whole time and I freaking forgot to put this chair on minimum settings when I was doing something on my bed. That's hilarious. Okay. Delta species, I'm gonna put all these to the side. I'm gonna put some of the cooler cards to the side. Does this have a sleeve in it? No, I sleeved a couple cards. Dark cards again, put it aside. Bulk, 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 bulk. I'm gonna need to go through all base sets I'll be pulling out to do other stuff with. Me personally, I just want to Delta species and cool other cards aside. These aren't the expensive piles. This is gonna be like the expensive pile. Well, expensive-ish pile. Base set. How's everyone doing today? Everyone doing good? Is my mic not picking stuff up? Hold up. Hello, hello, hello. Is this the right mic? Device not connected. Oh my gosh. Oh
Wait,
my,
is that... This is the mic I've been meaning to use this whole time. It's not been... It disconnected because of the update, that's what. I think I just fixed it. Oh my god, it literally disconnected my mic. Because this one's fine. This card, I already think I've done to sleep. This going in the expensive pile. This one's also going in the expensive pile due to the fact that it's also expensive. So yeah. Sorry everyone. Mike's been on the wrong thing this whole time. So, because I, for some reason, forgot to check after the update if the card would be or would not be connecting to the right thing. Here's my expensive card. Sorry if you get a little audio thrown off because I punched my mic. Here, hold up. I might move my mic somewhere else so you can hear me better. Oh my gosh, my thing deactivated again. I'm having all the technical difficulties. Is that better? I think that's better. Okay. Where was I? Team Rock the Ponyta. To the side. Every technical difficulty right now. There we go. Like I was saying. So. There we go. Combustion. I don't know what cards. So, I have a ton of bulk. So I'm not sure which cards. Jesus Christ. If I sneeze too fast, this thing deactivates. Did this thing just There we go. Please stop disconnecting. Why is this being such trouble? I want to check if this is worth anything. Who knows? Maybe it is. This might go into Bander. Charmander. Hey, it's like nearly $10. Nearly $10 is not bad. Hey, I'm so. What's up, Jay? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. This is probably gonna be a multi-part series when I come home and just decide when to pick this back up. This is my pull binder from when I was tis but a wee lad, when I first ever got into Pokemon, and I am taking all my cards and going to use this binder to make room for my Pokedex. It's good to hear that. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. These are all the ones that are, like, broken. Okay. I want to make sure that if you gotta tell me if this thing goes off, my webcam goes off, because it has seemed to have difficulties. I don't know anything about Pokemon, by the way. Well, I know way too much about Pokemon. Actually, that's a lie. I don't know that much about Pokemon. I know about Pokemon cards. I don't know about names and stuff. That's going to the Sykes Luxury Collection. I know a lot about the TCG. I've started playing in tournaments recently, and so I've actually built one deck completely, and I'm starting on my second deck. Right now I'm building a Pokedex Binder, which is just going to go through all 1,000 plus Pokemon from start to end, and that's what I'm making room in this binder for, to clean out. It's what about Pokemon is scary? This was one of my favorite cards growing up, that Pull This Kid. How much you know? How much I know? Shoot, bro, I don't even know that much. There's people who know way more. How much I've probably invested in Pokemon is what's scary. Okay, Magmortar. Let's see. You're holographic. I bet you're worth something. I'm gonna check some of these cards to see if I'm putting them in bulk or if I'm putting them in a different binder that's got all my cards for trade and sell. He I might keep. He's one of my earliest cards that I remember pulling. And he's $1. Dang. Oh, that sucks. I'll probably put him over here still, but that looks like season worth more. Page 3 down. The thing I'm gonna be most ready for is what cards I'm missing. I'm gonna miss a lot of the Ultra Beast. Ultra Beast cards, I don't have a lot of them. You just don't find, they didn't sad $1. It is. They're, just because he's $1 doesn't mean I don't love him. I love that man. One of my favorite. Delta species, going in the Delta species pile. Delta species, there's just so many. I just got pulling selections out of that one. Ultra Beast, I bet you don't got most. They didn't print most just common Ultra Beast cards. Most Ultra Beasts are locked to V. Did they print any Vs? No, I think they printed like GXs of them. Or EXs, whichever type was there at the time. You got V, which is really, V and V Maxes are really easy to know the separate, but GX and EX are kind of like flip-flop, and I forget which are which. Another card, another card, another card. Boop. Draw like hands of poker. This is a really cool card. I actually really enjoy that card. Is it in good condition? Woo. It's not in great condition. Larvesta, one of my favorite cards, and it is beat, and I pulled that one myself. I am sorry I did not keep you in better condition. Oh, hold up, chunk. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm checking a lot of these, because I don't remember which ones are like this. This is a secret card. I don't know if it's going to show up in focus. You can see this one's got a more gold color than these ones, kind of, but it says 102 out of 100, and so it's a secret rare card, and so I'm looking through a lot of these just to check the number to make sure they're not a secret rare, because those are worth a decent amount, because I didn't even know he was worth a secret rare until yesterday when I was checking the binder to like see what cards I should probably get ready to pull. Going through stuff multiple times is a good way to catch any cards that I might have from freaking forever ago. Because now, it's like when I get cards or when I check stuff, it's like really easy. I check it. You can turn up your audio. Unless there's any way you can turn up audio? Is this good enough? Is my audio cranked up now? Is this thing at max? I should always put my audio at max. So I usually don't have it on max because I usually have my keyboard, and my keyboard's really, really loud. So I don't want to freaking just hear smack of my keys the whole time. But I forget I can keep it up on when I'm doing the webcam. I just don't webcam stream that much. I'm going to try to. Yep, that's better. No problem, man. Thank you for being here. It's good to have someone here when I'm rambling. Otherwise, I might just be going crazy and talking to myself the whole time. Which, I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying it's good to have someone here when I'm doing it. Ugh. Arcanine base set 2 card. That's a pretty cool one. Arcanine. It's crazy to see power creep just slowly take effect. I mean, these are two cards. That's how many. So this is the 2000s card, and this is the 2007. So 7 years apart. And you could just see the 8 damage to 120 with a 4 cost card, and it does 30 to itself. This one does 40 to itself. But it's like, you can slowly see power creep. There's some cards who it's like, they're printed nowadays, and the card, it's like, does 20 damage, 1 energy cost. I'm like, bro, there's 1 energy cost cards where it does 20 damage per card you have in your hand, and you're telling me there's one that just does 20 damage? Like, that one's so underpowered. What if I'm just imagining? Well, that'd be the 3rd time this week. Then, I really gotta be losing it. The Gardevoir EX that goes with this one, I really want, but it is $100 and something, and I do not want to spend that. I'm not spending that on one card. Normal. Okay. I don't know which ones were printed secret rare, but I do want to check. Well, he's beat up. I recently bought the final evolution for these guys, for the Bagon, Shelgon, Delta species. I bought the Salamence Delta species holographic, and I'm really happy about that because he's one of my favorite evolutions. And so when I build this deck, when I do this binder, I might actually put him in it. I'm debating which cards I want to put in the binder. Because I just have so many. I might just go on vibes. I might go oldest to newest on each card type. Try to pick whatever old cards I have. And like work my way to my newer ones. Shoot. Charizard. Do I have a couple base Charizards. Like, basic Charizards. I was like, do I have any that are not EXs? I do. So we got base it 2, base it 2, base it, and base it. Shoot, I was thinking about that. I was like, which Charizard cards do I have? So these are actually, I can see that these actually have a name on these. These have no name. How many pages do I have? At least 3. that many. I have that many pages. Enough where this is not going to be a one-stream thing. It might be a one-stream thing to go through them, but it's not going to be a one-stream thing, just one and done. I will be back multiple times. Here's my Charmander page. I don't know what I did. So originally, I'm pretty sure I had these actually well organized, where they were kind of evolutions. And then at some point, I just kind of went, I don't care. Throw them all in there. Fill up every page. And then I took a bunch of the stuff out, and I put different stuff in, and it was just home, yes. And now I just don't even know where I'm at. Okay. So, these three I'm putting to the side. It feels good. It feels good to reconnect with an old friend, not that old. Me? Do I know you? All I see is Jay. Oh wait, hold up, are you Jay from freaking school? Oh. What if I do to this guy? Put him on like concrete? He's got to see that. Oh my gosh. How did you find my street? No. Yes, no? I'm being sent confusing. I wonder if he's worth anything. Lucario's popular. He might be worth something. What the? Who is this? Which one of the 20 J's that this might be? I think I've only realized this now. Like, there's a lot of J's that I know. Okay, Lucario 78. Oh! Okay. That makes more sense. How you doing? Well, I guess I already asked that you said you were good. But it's been a while. I've been trying to get back in to play TF2. I will probably be playing tomorrow around this time. Probably earlier. I'm gonna try to get on at 7 to do that. So, you're gonna be on at that time. But yeah, no. I remember playing with you. Oh, hey, I was right. This is like $15 card. Yeah, I remember. I remember. As soon as you said TF2, I was like, I remember. That's a $15 card. A lot of the reverse holographics are worth a decent amount. Have you played any TF2 recently? Or have you been playing other games? Okay. I'll just keep this here. Okay. I wonder if any of the... Because a lot of these other cards probably aren't going to be that expensive. Did I just pull the back? That was like a magic trick. So... Yeah, see these cards... Ooh, Slime Rancher's fun. I think I got Slime Rancher on my Switch still. I played a lot of 1. I have not gotten 2. I might get into 2 eventually. But I never finished 1, and I want to go back and finish 1 on the Switch before I move on to 2. Number 69. To see these 2 are 50 cents because they're not cool cards in Lucario, which is super popular. See, you don't see any of those anymore. 2 is good. I've heard a lot of good things about 2. I'll eventually get into 2. I just want to finish 1. See, you don't see any minus cards like that anymore, or at least ones that say minus. There's some that do have negative. I've played like 10 hours this week. Dang. I haven't played like computer games at all recently. I've been too busy with work. Work's been kicking my butt. Machamp. There's other games that I've really been wanting to get around to playing. I haven't. Silk Song I want to get and play. I heard dude, it crashed every single platform it was on when it came out. That was hilarious. Cubone. So we got 2 of the second edition, 1 of the fossils. I have never seen it. Yeah, so those negative ones aren't. I haven't seen any print in like a while. They don't. Some of them have negative effects in modern times, but they don't ever have a minus symbol anymore. The card basically just read if it has a different number of damage. For every like 10 damage on the card, so damage counter goes up by 10. So for every 10 damage, it loses 10 damage that it can deal. So for every 10 damage dealt to it, it loses 10 damage. Which is a really cool gimmick. But it also is really weird to see. Because they don't really... I don't think I've ever seen another negative card like that. And I even forgot they were a thing. I think they printed a couple, but I just haven't seen them in forever. This one's getting thrown. Yeah. So... I've been trying to do... I got a deck that I'm building for Pokemon to do tournaments with, and it's a Polygon or Porygon Z deck. It's a Porygon Z deck, and it's basically for every Team Rocket trainer I have discarded, I do 20 damage for it. And I really like it because it's basically going through your whole deck trying to get rid of as many trainers as you can. And I find it really funny. And so that's what I'm going to be playing in my next tournament coming up on the 25th. Oh, you're a medic main now. Holy smokes, congrats! I want to try to play more medic. I cannot. I haven't played in a while, so I feel now more than ever I'd be able to get back into play medic. So, yeah, medic mains are always needed. As a person who loves playing heavy, I can guarantee you I appreciate it so much to actually have, like, medics. Such a damaged card compared to such a great condition. There's the guy who looks like Yukamoria. I don't know. You know what? I could stream the tournament I'm playing in. It's going to be someplace live, but I might... You know, that's not a bad idea. I might call them up and see if I could, like, get a freaking setup going and stream me playing. I am going someplace live to do it. I wonder if I could. I might have to ask them about the, like, go on or stream it on my phone. It is. I'm really glad I'm able to go to them. I did the pre-release event for Mega Evolution, so its pre-release events are in certain, like, card shops and tournaments. They are able to do a pre-release of the new set that's coming out before it officially comes out to stores and public. Why did I put these in here? How many of these have I put here? Because I'm really tired. So... I was able to go to that last week to do the Mega Evolutions, and I went with my girlfriend, and she pulled the highest value card for the whole set, the Mega Gardevoir EX. it's like secret rare. And so she pulled that one, and I literally, out of the 5 packs of Pokemon cards I got 0 cards that were good. I got 0 hits. And that is hilarious. Execute. That's a really modern card that I threw in here. This is when I redid my binder, like 2021. I just threw a bunch of cards in here, and I was like, I'll redo the whole thing. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna look up and see you're not worth anything. Nope, under $1. Yeah, no, she got super lucky. She not only did she get the most expensive card, she got a good card in every single pack she opened. She got a hit every pack, and I got 0 hits. So you know, apparently she soaked up all the luck. But yeah. When you go to tournaments, the tournament I go to, they give like packs per win. So you get a pack for just going to the tournament, and then you get a pack per win. So you can get, and you play 3 matches, so you can get 3 additional packs. So you pay $10 to play. It's not that big of a deal. It was my first pre-release event that I went to in person, and they were really cool. It's something I would love to do again, and on the next set they release, I will try to get reserve spots to do another one, because it was just an awesome time. And pre-release, you gotta they got decks that you pretty much couldn't do much with, and you gotta like play with those, and those were cool. But yeah, no, the pre-release event was really cool. You got like a pre-made deck that you got, and then a bunch of packs you could open, or like 4 packs you can open, and then you're guaranteed 1 additional pack after completing the tournament, and then you could get like up to 8 more if you won all your matches, and then you could get 3 additional packs if you won 3-year matches, and you got 1. Yeah, Pokemon's got a lot of really cool things. A lot of the Pokemon cards that I might have some in here. Here's a bunch of unorganized cards that I haven't gotten to yet. So this is a pre-release card. It's got the name right here. So these are pre-release cards that come from the pre-release event. It has the name of the set on it. So you get one of those for going to the event. Those I got just online on the aftermarket. I just love the pre-release events, or I love the printed names on them. I don't know if I got any more in this deck. Most of them I have in a binder. These I just picked up recently at a card shop, so you get those for going to a pre-release, and they come with your pre-made deck. And so when you do that, most people, they like your pre-made deck. Some of them are just way better. Like the one my girlfriend got, she had a really good deck, but she never played Pokemon before the tournament, so she wasn't able to do that well. But she had a really good deck, and the person who won the whole tournament had the deck she was using, because there's only 4. There was the Psychic type deck, the Fighting type deck, the Water type deck, and the Grass type. I wanted the Grass or the Psychic. The Psychic one is the one that won the tournament. The Fighting one I didn't realize was super cool and had a super cool thing attached to it. That made it like the person who was using it kick butt. But the Psychic one was really good because it did 20 damage for each card you had in your hand. And the entire deck was just throwing cards in your hand. The entire build of the deck was just throwing more cards in your hand, so you could do more damage. And so it was really cool, and I actually really liked it. There's a bunch of different deck building types, and if anyone's going to try to get into it, I would suggest going to a tournament and playing with someone else's deck, or just watch and see which decks you might like. Because I feel I run like, because me, I wasn't really too into building decks until one of my friends invited me to a tournament, and then I played against someone who had the Team Rocket deck, the Team Rocket Porygon deck that I built, right? Like that I've been building and I just completed building. I built it because I went against someone who had a deck that had that, and I was like, that is a really cool concept, and I want to use it. Here's my first chase card I ever pulled, worth 5 whole bucks. It's worth like nothing. It's so sad. But yeah, I got my girlfriend doing it because when we did the pre-release, she wasn't that into the battling. But then she did a couple, and then she was like, okay, I want to build my own deck now. And I'm like, I just finished building my first deck, now we're going to start on yours. Decks are kind of expensive, though, if you want to build, like, a good deck. But, there's a lot of sites online, if you or anyone wants to get into them, of, like, TCG deck builders, that you can just look up, and they will, like, give you the price on all their cards. And a lot of times they'll swap out the more expensive cards for cheaper ones. I love all the trainer cards. You wish you had a deck? Or you wish you had Pokemon cards? Oh, girlfriend, dang. Ugh. Hey, there's plenty of people out there. Ugh. Ah, punch my mic. That right there. There are plenty of people to find. School's tough. Man, how's school been? Because I know school is kicking my butt recently. How's school been for you? That was, I think, the thing that burnt me out most about school is trying to keep like all A's in school. I worked really hard on that, and then like my last year, I moved so much. Like I moved my last year, and then I just kind of gave up. I just went, eh. And then I ended up in pre-calculus, or I ended up in accelerated calculus, and because that was like my only choice for a math class, it was literally go to accelerated calculus or go to straight up the failed math class. Like if you didn't succeed in your last math class and you had to make it up, you went to whatever that class was called. And those were my two choices, and I was like, I guess I'll go to accelerated calculus. And that was the only class my last year I didn't get in the 90s in. I got like 86 I ended the year with. That was the only one where I was like, it was hard. Look at that. I'm through 3 freaking energy types. I love math. Math was my favorite subject. Well, this card I vividly remember pulling, and I would bring everywhere. I would bring this everywhere. I would just show everyone this card. It's a beat up card. If that's usually the thing. If your best subject's math, your worst usually reading, and vice versa. No, that's a very common thing for people. I'm also very dyslexic, so it like double hit for me. Is that a Yukomori card? Oh, it is Yukomori. Download. Once during your turn, you may discard a support card from your hand and use the effect of that card as the effect of this power. This power cannot be used if It's a really good move. I wonder if that was part of the meta when this, what was that, 2008? This seems like a really strong card. Speed, it doesn't do much damage though. So be building the whole thing around its ability. But using a second support card. So, you can only use one support card per turn in Pokemon TCG. And this one allows you to, like, use this ability to use a second support card, which is really good. I recently joined a creative writing, and my teacher is good. Plus, I feel good to write. I enjoyed writing. I wasn't great at reading, and I wasn't good at the grammar, but I love to write. And I had... So, the thing about me, when I was nearing the end of freaking high school, I didn't mind English. Like, I was bad at, like, the perfecting it, like, doing the grammar correctly, but actually, you know, doing English, I thought was really nice. I liked to write, I liked to type out stuff, and it was really cool. So, I enjoyed doing that. But it was just actually spelling things correctly was really bad at it. But that's good to hear. 97. You and reverse logo. You're worth nothing. Toga. P102. Okay. Oh, hey, you're like $3. Okay, so I'll probably throw you to the side. I might trade you to someone. If I ever want to do that. Bidoof. Gosh, I am exhausted. Ooh. Oh, heck yeah. $7 card. $7.50 card. You're going to expansive pile. Ooh. Reading makes you read for a grade, not so fun, so I kind of took fun out of reading for me. That is the truth, I think that's for a lot of people. When I had to read for grades, it's like, I don't like reading as much. But I read all the time, personally. I always read stuff, and really enjoy reading in my free time. But when I had to read books and do certain stuff, it always bored me beyond belief. This card is in a different language. I don't even know where I got that. It's just not even English. I got a French first edition card, which is so funny. Let's see. I want to recheck that grade or that card because it might have gone up. I'll probably put it to the side no matter what, just because I find it really cool. Don't worry about me, miss. There we go. There it is. Oh, hey, it is worth a decent amount. The normal hollow foil is worth the same. That sucks. That one's really cool. Reading rule. Do you have any tips for high school? Um, I'll tell you one thing that stuck with me that was really helpful when going through high school, which is a lot of my teachers telling me don't go to college if you don't think college is for you. If you have a plan to go to trade school, like I'm going to a welding trade school, and it was a great decision. I am not the person who would like to go to college. If you no, there's a difference. If you have like a full scholarship ride to college, like I was trying to go through the military to go to college, um, I was, and I didn't go to it because I read it like when we were getting really down to the fine nitty gritty. I read the contract and it was not what we agreed upon beforehand, so I ended up bailing out of that. But don't worry about college too much if you don't feel it's for you. College is really expensive and is not for a lot of people. Trade schools are perfectly fine and are really good. High school itself, surviving it, don't do anything really dumb. A lot of the times, teachers are really chill. See, that's a good. Going to trade school is really good. A lot of teachers are really chill, so don't be afraid to ask stuff. Like, if you just want to be like, hey, I have a lot of stuff going in life right now. Like, if you ask, like, a day or two before an assignment done, and it's, like, a really long assignment, you're going to be like, hey, a lot of stuff's going on in life right now. That's a $24 card. And I won't be able to do this assignment by this point. Would you be okay to give me an extra day or two to do it? Like, don't be afraid to ask stuff. Teachers are usually really chill about stuff if you just let them know beforehand or what's going on. I'm going, when I got, oh, for HVAC, dude, HVAC's so cool. Who was it? It wasn't, Josh went to school for that, Dakota went to school for that, Brian went to school for that, Jacob, my cousin Jacob went to school. I went to trade school for HVAC, and he's one of the people that actually helped tell me to go to school for HVAC or something like that, instead of just going in there, just going to freaking college. He actually helped talk me out of going to college. He was like, I wouldn't trust the military. I would go to college, or I would not go to college. I would go to trade school. Trade school is a really good choice. Try to get scholarships for that stuff, because there's a lot more scholarships now for trade school. Even though trade school is not like as hugely expensive as colleges, getting like friggin' paid $400 like a month to go to school that you don't gotta pay is great. There's my sister who did go to college. She went to college for teaching, and there are a ton of scholarships for teaching. She actually had her college nearly 100% paid for. She had it like, she only had to pay like $2,000 out of pocket for like $100,000 like degree, like is what it would have cost, and she only paid like a couple like hundred out of pocket. I have practiced in carpentry and electricity. My uncle is an electrician. He has done multiple houses. He did, when he did his lake house, me and my dad helped him. Electrician. Being an electrician is really cool, but holy smokes, once you are like freaking multiple like corners into like wiring a wall, it is so hard to pull the like cords through. It is, even to get it to move like an inch at a time, is so annoying. Goated. $25 cards that I'm just holding on to. I worked for my grandpa for multiple years. That's cool. For carpentry, my grandpa, he's missing this finger right here. So his finger is missing this part of it because he took the friggin' the top like tool and he ended up shoot, I can't remember what it's called right now. He took one of the tools and it took off part of his finger. I remember he told me a story about how he was doing like the freaking thumb magic degree, like you're doing like this, and he's like he's doing this, but he was doing it like on this finger, and so he was like, so he had like this, he was like, and he was showing that to someone, and then whoever was doing to it, he was like, oh, okay, now put it back, and he's like, well, no, it's gone forever. They broke down crying, and he was outside of church because he just got out of church when he did it, and it was so funny because my grandma was pissed at him, and I was like, that's so funny. Ah, I will always remember this story because that is just such a him story. Oh, boy. You know, I should have been putting all these in my online Pokedex. I have a friggin' online Pokedex of just all my cards that I got in here, so I can... Oh, he did his thumb and got it back? Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's actually in really good condition. Holy smokes, hold up. Oh, that card's in really good condition. So, it's good that he got his thumb back. My grandpa did. That thing gone. I was actually originally told a different story. I was told he lost it in like one of those really old mouse traps where they're like, freaking, if they went off, they would take off one of your fingers. No, it wasn't a mouse trap. It was a rat trap because the rat traps have to have a lot of force. Rats are hard things to put down. Those buggers do not want to stay dead. Rats are big. See, like a mouse, the mouse is like tiny. It's like smaller than the card. Rat's like that big. Rats are like a small dog. No one told me rats are like the size of chihuahuas. When they called that thing a rat dog, I didn't realize they meant. He said he was standing in the ER for 2 hours before he got. Ugh. Ugh. That sucks. This card definitely isn't going to be worth anything because it's freaking... Hey, look, it's like 15 bucks. I'm not going to get the 15 bucks for it. I might be able to get like 5 or something for it because it is beat to high heaven. So, he said he's... Yeah. There's sometimes when, like, stuff's crazy. Ugh. My grandma did not go to get his thumb back. Or not thumb, his friggin'... What is this? Is this your index finger? Which finger is this one? Whatever this finger is. But he only lost, like, this part. Yeah, he's like, I don't need it. I think it's way too late for him to go back now to the ER to try to get it back. Who knows? Maybe he can get a robo finger now. There's one guy on YouTube where he's missing a whole hand, and he's been like slowly over the last like multiple years as building like this hand. He's been building like a fully mechanical one, like basically the steampunk-esque hand, and it's really cool. The deeper you go into the deck, the more valuable stuff you find. Well, right now, one of my... This is probably the most valuable card, around 100 I got right now. This one would be worth about 100 if it wasn't Damages High Heaven. This one's probably 30, that one's probably 70. This one I don't know, but I do know it's worth a decent amount. I just didn't check it, I just threw it there, because I don't got much time. I probably got 20 minutes before I gotta go and do other stuff. That's a fetus thing. You know, I'll throw you in there. I was gonna put a bunch of cool cards here, and I didn't. There are some people who they spend all their money instead of like collecting cards, putting them into decks. And I get it, but I also think it's crazy. There are some new cards that they're only printed in one set, and they're really expensive because they're literally like necessary for some decks, and they're like peak meta cards. So there are some cards that are like 15 to 30 bucks. Okay, well, thanks for joining me. I'll probably at 10:30 call this a wraps. I'm gonna go till 10:30 and I'll be calling this a wraps. But there are some cards who are like so meta defining that they're like 30 bucks now, but once, because cards only stay in circulation for 3 years unless they get reprinted. If they get reprinted, their 3-year timer of being in circulation resets. And there's certain cards that people are paying like 30 bucks for because they're super like meta defining right now, and they're literally like really good, but they're only in one set. So if they don't get reprint, people are gonna spend 30 bucks, and then once they leave circulation, they're gonna go to like $1 because there's no other reason for people to buy them because they're no longer in the meta. And it's like there's cards like maybe TF2. I will be playing TF2 at like 7 tomorrow, hopefully, maybe like 7:15, depending on when I get out. But yeah, I'll be totally down to play TF2 tomorrow. And I'll be getting off in 5 minutes to end the stream. There's Bulbasaur, the first card that's going to be going in the Pokedex. I can actually swipe all the way to the front right now. I can go all the way to the front. There we go. Card numero uno. Bulbasaur. Number 1 for the Pokedex entry. And then, is this Venus? Maybe after 7 months? Heck yeah. It would be fun to play again. I know Jester is going to be playing tomorrow. But it will be good to play again. What is this card? 20? I spelled that wrong so badly. This is the normal one. Normal one's like $4. Okay. I'm sad he's not like the holographic or reverse holographic. If it was holographic, it would be a $20 card. But he's only like $4. I'll be throwing him right here in slot number 3. Because I know he's the 3rd in the Pokedex. There we go. 2 of those cards for the Pokedex have started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What are the first? Hold on, let's go to the Pokedex. Okay, so Charmander is number 4. I was thinking Charmander was number 4. I just didn't. I can get a couple of these things started. These are all Charmander. Like, that's those. So, you go in slot 5. You're in slot 1. Squirtle, I haven't gotten him. Caterpie, a bunch of other cards. Yeah. Did I just accidentally knock my cards off? Yes, I did. Oh, Metapod. You're freaking shadowless card somewhere. But there we go. We got part of the Pokedex started. Beedrill, Pidgey, yada yada. Rattata, I pass Rattata. Whatever rat card. Okay. Are you a new card? You are not. I'm gonna have to end this stream soon. Boop. 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 Oh. I have so much left. I hope everyone has themselves a great one. Here we go. Bam. Have yourself a great one. Peace.